Hi everyone! Welcome to today's story, where we'll take you on an unforgettable journey through the life of one of the greatest footballers the world has ever known. It's a tale of dreams, determination, and unshakable willpower. As we dive into Cristiano's inspiring story, you'll not only learn about his struggles and triumphs, but also improve your English with rich vocabulary and storytelling techniques. Imagine this. You're standing on the dusty streets of Madeira, a small island off the coast of Portugal, surrounded by the soft rustle of palm trees swaying in the breeze. The sun dips low, casting a golden glow over the horizon, as children's laughter echoes from a nearby field. Among the group, one boy stands out, not because of his size or strength, but because of the fire in his eyes. That boy's name is Cristiano Ronaldo. Today's story is more than just a narrative. It's a lesson in resilience, a word that means the ability to bounce back from hardships. As we uncover the key moments of Cristiano's life, reflect on your own challenges and think about how you can rise above them. Are you ready? Let's step into the world of a young boy who dared to dream beyond the limits of his tiny island. Cristiano Ronaldo grew up in humble surroundings. Born on February 5, 1985 in Funchal, the capital of Madeira, Portugal, he was the youngest of four siblings. His family lived in a small, tin-roofed house that barely held together during storms. The walls were thin, and the sound of rain hitting the roof often echoed in their tiny living room. His father, José Dinis Aveiro, worked as a kit man at a local football club, and his mother, Maria Dolores, worked as a cook and cleaning lady. Life wasn't easy for the Aveiro family, but they found joy in the little things: family dinners, laughter, and dreams that kept them going. As a child, Cristiano was different. He wasn't like other kids who were content playing in the streets or watching TV. He had an obsession with football that bordered on madness. "Cristiano, it's time to eat," his mother would shout, but he'd be out in the narrow alley behind their house, kicking an old, deflated football. The alley wasn't much, a strip of cracked pavement with uneven stones, but to young Ronaldo, it was his first stadium, his first stage. Even as a 6-year-old, he had a certain spark. While other kids played for fun, Ronaldo played with purpose. He wanted to win. He wanted to be the best. His friends would joke, "Ronaldo, relax. It's just a game." But to him, it was never just a game. It was life. At school, Ronaldo struggled. He wasn't particularly interested in academics, and his teachers often complained about his lack of focus. But his mind was always on football. Every spare moment he got, he'd sneak away to play. His family began to notice his talent when he started outshining boys much older than him. His speed, agility, and footwork were unmatched. The ball seemed glued to his feet, as if it were an extension of his body. However, life wasn't always fair to young Cristiano. His family's financial struggles meant he didn't have the best shoes or the newest gear. Often, he played barefoot or in hand-me-down cleats that were too big for him. But none of that mattered. What he lacked in resources, he made up for with sheer determination. When Cristiano was just 8 years old, he joined a local team, Madeira, where his father worked as a kit man. This was the beginning of his formal training, and even at such a young age, he stood out. Coaches would watch him in awe as he dribbled past 3, 4, even 5 players with ease. "This boy is special," they'd say, shaking their heads in disbelief. But Ronaldo's hunger to succeed came with a cost. He was often teased by his peers for his obsessive nature. "Why do you take it so seriously?" they'd ask, mocking him. At times, the bullying got severe. There were moments when he'd come home, his eyes red from crying, but he never let it break him. If anything, it fueled him. One day, he told himself, "I'll show them all." By the time he was 10, Ronaldo's talent had outgrown Madeira. His coaches knew he needed a bigger stage. They encouraged his parents to send him to Lisbon, where he could train with Sporting CP, one of Portugal's top clubs. But it wasn't an easy decision. His family was poor, and sending their youngest child to the mainland felt like an impossible dream. Ronaldo's mother, Maria Dolores, remembers those days vividly. "We didn't have the money, but we had his dream," she said in an interview years later. Finally, with the help of some financial assistance and his family's unwavering support, Ronaldo made the move to Lisbon at just 12 years old. It was a bold, terrifying leap for a boy who had never been away from home. He cried for days, missing his family and the familiar streets of Madeira. But deep down, he knew this was his chance. This was his shot at greatness. In Lisbon, life wasn't easy. Ronaldo lived in a dormitory with other young players, sharing cramped rooms and surviving on meager meals. The city was big, cold, and indifferent, a far cry from the warmth of Madeira. But Ronaldo never let the challenges deter him. Every day, he pushed himself harder than the day before. While other boys would tire out after training, Ronaldo stayed back, practicing free kicks, sprints, and dribbles until it was dark. His coaches began to take notice of his extraordinary work ethic. "He's relentless," one of them said. "He doesn't stop until he's perfect." Ronaldo's determination came at a cost, though. He became isolated from his peers, who often resented his single-mindedness and extraordinary talent. "You think you're better than us?" they'd sneer. But Ronaldo didn't care. He wasn't there to make friends. He was there to win. By the time he was 14, Ronaldo had made a decision that would change his life forever. He dropped out of school to focus entirely on football. It was a risky move, one that many questioned, but Ronaldo was adamant. "This is my path," he told his mother. "I have to give it everything," and he did. Every ounce of energy, every drop of sweat, every waking moment was devoted to football. Even at such a young age, Ronaldo had an almost supernatural focus. It was as if he could see his future, his destiny, and he was willing to do whatever it took to get there. This relentless drive eventually paid off. At just 16, Ronaldo was promoted to Sporting CP's first team, a monumental achievement for someone so young. It was here that he began to make a name for himself, dazzling crowds with his speed, skill, and flair. People started talking about the boy from Madeira, the kid who played like he was born with a ball at his feet. But this was only the beginning. The world was about to meet Cristiano Ronaldo, and football would never be the same again. By the age of 16, Cristiano Ronaldo was no longer just a boy with a dream. He was a prodigy. Sporting CP recognized his potential and gave him opportunities to play in the first team. For Ronaldo, this was the beginning of everything he had worked so hard for. But it wasn't just his talent that set him apart. It was his unrelenting hunger. Every time Ronaldo stepped onto the field, he carried the weight of his family, his hometown, and his dreams on his shoulders. He knew failure wasn't an option. His performance on the pitch was electrifying. Fans watched in awe as he tore through defenders with his speed, dazzled them with his footwork, and delivered goals that seemed impossible. But not everyone was a fan. Critics labeled him flashy and overconfident, accusing him of showing off rather than playing as a team member. Ronaldo didn't let the criticism deter him. He had heard worse. Growing up, people doubted he would ever amount to anything. Now, those same people were watching him dominate the field. The negativity only fueled him. "Let them talk," he thought. "I'll let my game speak for me." It was during a preseason match against Manchester United in 2003 that Ronaldo's life would change forever. Sporting CP was playing one of the most famous clubs in the world, and Ronaldo saw this as his chance to shine. From the moment the whistle blew, he was unstoppable. His dazzling skills, blistering pace, and fearless attitude left United's defenders scrambling. By the end of the match, even Sir Alex Ferguson, Manchester United's legendary manager, was impressed. The story goes that after the game, United's players went straight to Ferguson and begged him to sign Ronaldo. "This kid is something else," they said. Ferguson didn't need convincing. Within days, Manchester United had secured Ronaldo's transfer for a fee of £12.24 million, a record for a teenager at the time. Moving to Manchester wasn't easy for Ronaldo. At just 18 years old, he was thrust into the spotlight of one of the biggest football clubs in the world. The pressure was immense. He was expected to perform at the highest level, and every mistake was scrutinized by fans and the media. But Ronaldo thrived under pressure. His debut match for Manchester United was a glimpse of what was to come. As he stepped onto the field wearing the iconic number 7 jersey, a number previously worn by legends like George Best and David Beckham, Ronaldo knew he had big shoes to fill. But instead of being intimidated, he embraced the challenge. In just 30 minutes on the pitch, he mesmerized the crowd with his skill and confidence. By the end of the match, Old Trafford was chanting his name. But success didn't come without sacrifices. Ronaldo was relentless in his pursuit of greatness. While his teammates celebrated victories with parties and nights out, Ronaldo stayed back to train. His dedication was unmatched. Stories of him showing up at the training ground hours before anyone else and staying long after everyone had left became legendary. Despite his growing fame, Ronaldo faced challenges off the field. He struggled with homesickness, missing his family and the familiar comforts of Madeira. On top of that, he had to deal with the brutal English media, which criticized everything from his flashy lifestyle to his on-field antics. But Ronaldo was unshakable. He knew he had come too far to let anything bring him down. During his time at Manchester United, Ronaldo transformed from a promising young talent into one of the most lethal players in the world. He worked tirelessly to improve every aspect of his game. His free kicks became works of art, bending impossibly around walls and leaving goalkeepers helpless. His dribbling, once criticized as showboating, became a weapon that defenders feared. The 2007 to 2008 season was a turning point for Ronaldo. He scored an astonishing 42 goals in all competitions, helping Manchester United win both the Premier League and the UEFA Champions League. His performances earned him the Ballon d'Or, making him the best player in the world at just 23 years old. It was a moment of validation for Ronaldo, proof that his hard work and sacrifices had paid off. But even as he reached the pinnacle of football, Ronaldo's ambition only grew. He wanted more goals, more trophies, more records. He didn't just want to be the best. He wanted to be remembered as the greatest of all time. In 2009, Ronaldo made a bold move that shocked the football world. He transferred to Real Madrid for a then-record fee of €94 million. It was a dream come true for Ronaldo, who had idolized the club as a child. But with great dreams came great expectations. Real Madrid's fans, known for their ruthless standards, expected Ronaldo to deliver immediately. And he did. Ronaldo's debut season at Real Madrid was nothing short of spectacular. He scored 33 goals, breaking records and winning the hearts of Madrid's fans. Over the years, he would go on to become the club's all-time leading scorer, shattering records that had stood for decades. But it wasn't just his stats that made Ronaldo a legend. It was his mentality. Ronaldo wasn't just a footballer. He was an unstoppable force. Whether it was a crucial Champions League final or a seemingly meaningless league match, Ronaldo gave everything he had. He didn't just play to win. He played to dominate. Off the field, Ronaldo's life was equally eventful. He became a global icon, endorsing major brands and building a business empire. But he never forgot where he came from. Ronaldo often spoke about his humble beginnings in Madeira and used his platform to give back to his community. Whether it was funding hospitals or donating millions to charity, Ronaldo remained grounded despite his fame and fortune. As Ronaldo's career progressed, his rivalry with Lionel Messi became one of the defining narratives of modern football. The two pushed each other to unprecedented heights, breaking records year after year. But Ronaldo never let comparisons with Messi affect him. "I don't compete with others," he once said. "I compete with myself." By the time Ronaldo left Real Madrid in 2018, he had won 4 Champions League titles, 2 La Liga titles, and countless individual awards. He had cemented his place as one of the greatest players in history. But even at 33 years old, Ronaldo wasn't done. He moved to Juventus, where he continued to dominate, proving that age was just a number. Ronaldo's journey is far from over, but one thing is clear. He is a living testament to the power of hard work, determination, and self-belief. From a small island in Madeira to the biggest stadiums in the world, Ronaldo's story is proof that dreams, no matter how big, can come true. As Cristiano Ronaldo stepped onto the pitch for the 2016 UEFA European Championship final, the weight of an entire nation rested on his shoulders. This was more than just another game. It was Portugal's chance to make history, to finally win a major international trophy. For Ronaldo, it was an opportunity to silence the critics who said he could only shine at club level. But fate, it seemed, had other plans. Just 25 minutes into the match against France, disaster struck. Ronaldo collided with an opposing player and fell to the ground, clutching his knee. The pain was excruciating. He tried to continue, limping across the field with tears streaming down his face, but it was no use. The medical staff signaled for a substitution, and Ronaldo's night was over. As he was carried off the field on a stretcher, the cameras zoomed in on his face, a mix of agony, frustration, and heartbreak. For a player who had always prided himself on his strength and resilience, this was a crushing blow. But even from the sidelines, Ronaldo refused to give up. He transformed into an impromptu coach, pacing the technical area, shouting instructions, and urging his teammates to fight until the very end. In the 109th minute, Portugal's Eder scored the only goal of the match, sealing a historic victory for his country. As the final whistle blew, Ronaldo collapsed to the ground, not in defeat, but in overwhelming joy. Despite his injury, he had led Portugal to their first ever international trophy. It was a moment that defined Ronaldo's career. Even when the odds were against him, he found a way to inspire greatness. But Ronaldo's journey was far from over. By this point in his career, he had already achieved what most players could only dream of. Yet, his hunger for success remained insatiable. He didn't just want to be remembered as one of the greatest footballers. He wanted to redefine what it meant to be great. At Real Madrid, Ronaldo's name became synonymous with the UEFA Champions League. He led the club to 4 Champions League titles in just 5 years, including an unprecedented 3 consecutive victories from 2016 to 2018. His performances in the tournament were nothing short of legendary. Who could forget his overhead kick against Juventus in the 2018 quarterfinals? As Ronaldo leapt into the air, time seemed to stand still. His right foot connected with the ball in perfect symmetry, sending it soaring into the net. Even the Juventus fans, known for their fierce loyalty, stood up to applaud him. Moments like these cemented Ronaldo's status as a footballing icon. He wasn't just a player. He was a spectacle, a phenomenon that transcended the sport. Fans around the world tuned in not just to watch football, but to witness the magic of Cristiano Ronaldo. Yet, behind the glory and the accolades, Ronaldo faced battles that few could see. His relentless pursuit of perfection often came at a cost. He was accused of being arrogant, of caring more about personal achievements than team success. The media scrutinized his every move, from his celebrations to his off-field lifestyle. But Ronaldo never let the criticism faze him. "Haters make me work harder," he once said. And he meant it. Off the field, Ronaldo's life was equally complex. As a global superstar, He lived under a microscope with every aspect of his personal life dissected by the tabloids. Yet he remained fiercely private about certain aspects, particularly his role as a father. Ronaldo has always been deeply devoted to his children, often sharing glimpses of their lives on social media. For him, family was a sanctuary, a reminder of where he came from and why he worked so hard. Ronaldo's career took another dramatic turn in 2018 when he left Real Madrid to join Juventus. Many questioned the move. At 33 years old, most players would be considering retirement, not embarking on a new challenge in a different league. But Ronaldo thrived in Italy, proving once again that age was just a number. He scored 101 goals in 134 appearances for Juventus, helping the club win 2 Serie A titles and a Coppa Italia. His impact went beyond the pitch, elevating the club's global profile and attracting millions of new fans. In 2021, Ronaldo made an emotional return to Manchester United, the club where his journey to superstardom had begun. The homecoming was met with excitement and nostalgia, as fans eagerly anticipated seeing their hero back in the iconic red jersey. Ronaldo didn't disappoint, scoring twice on his second debut for the club. But his return to United wasn't without challenges. The team struggled to find consistency, and Ronaldo often found himself carrying the burden of expectation. Through it all, Ronaldo's mindset remained unwavering. He was no longer the young boy from Madeira, fueled by dreams and defiance. He was a man who had conquered the footballing world, yet still found joy in the simple act of kicking a ball. "Football is my passion," he often said. "It's what makes me feel alive." As Ronaldo continued to defy expectations, his rivalry with Lionel Messi remained a central narrative in the world of football. The two players, so different in style, yet so similar in greatness, pushed each other to new heights. While fans debated who was better, Ronaldo and Messi seemed to share a mutual respect, acknowledging the unique role they played in each other's careers. Today, Cristiano Ronaldo is more than just a footballer. He is a symbol of perseverance, a testament to what can be achieved through hard work and determination. From the dusty streets of Madeira to the grandest stages of world football, Ronaldo's journey has been nothing short of extraordinary. But what truly sets him apart isn't his records or his trophies. It's his unyielding belief in himself, his refusal to accept mediocrity, and his ability to rise above every challenge. Ronaldo once said, "Your love makes me strong. Your hate makes me unstoppable." And unstoppable he remains. Cristiano Ronaldo's name is now more than just a symbol of excellence in football. It's a global phenomenon that transcends the boundaries of sport. His legacy is woven into the fabric of modern football, not just because of the records he has broken, but because of the way he has redefined what it means to be a professional athlete. When people talk about Ronaldo, they often begin with numbers. Over 800 career goals, 5 Ballon d'Or awards, and countless trophies with clubs like Manchester United, Real Madrid, Juventus, and the Portuguese national team. But his legacy is about much more than statistics. It's about the relentless drive, the unbreakable will, and the unwavering belief that greatness is within reach for those willing to fight for it. Ronaldo's impact on football can be seen in how he has changed the way players approach the game. His dedication to physical fitness, mental strength, and continuous improvement has set a new standard for what it means to be a footballer. Long after most players would have retired, Ronaldo remains at the top of his game, proving that age is no barrier to excellence. His commitment to fitness is legendary. Stories of him arriving at training sessions hours early, maintaining a strict diet, and pushing his body to the limit have inspired a generation of athletes to take their health and fitness seriously. But Ronaldo's influence extends far beyond the pitch. As one of the most recognizable faces on the planet, he has used his fame to make a difference in the lives of others. He has donated millions to charitable causes, funded hospitals and schools, and provided disaster relief to communities in need. In Madeira, his hometown, he has given back in countless ways, helping to build infrastructure and creating opportunities for young people. Ronaldo's philanthropic efforts aren't just about giving back. They're about inspiring others to do the same. He often speaks about the importance of using success to help those less fortunate, and his actions reflect his words. Whether it's paying for a child's life-saving surgery or funding cancer research, Ronaldo's generosity is as boundless as his ambition. One of the most enduring aspects of Ronaldo's legacy is his ability to connect with people on a deeply personal level. Despite his larger-than-life persona, he has never forgotten his humble beginnings. He often speaks about his childhood in Madeira, the struggles his family faced, and the sacrifices his parents made to support his dreams. These stories resonate with fans around the world, particularly those who come from similarly modest backgrounds. For young players, Ronaldo is the ultimate role model, a living example of what can be achieved through hard work and determination. He has shown that success is not about talent alone. It's about the hours spent perfecting your craft, the sacrifices made along the way, and the resilience to keep going in the face of adversity. Dreams are not what you see in your sleep, he once said. Dreams are the things that do not let you sleep. As Ronaldo's career has evolved, so has his role in the sport. While he remains a fierce competitor on the pitch, he has also become a mentor to younger players, sharing his knowledge and experience to help them grow. Many of his teammates have spoken about how Ronaldo's presence has pushed them to be better, not just because of his talent, but because of his work ethic and leadership. His influence isn't limited to football. Ronaldo has become a cultural icon, inspiring people in all walks of life to strive for greatness. Whether it's in business, art, or personal development, his story serves as a reminder that the path to success is rarely easy, but always worth it. His famous quote, "I don't chase records, records chase me," encapsulates his mindset, a mindset that has inspired millions to aim higher and dream bigger. But Ronaldo's legacy isn't without its challenges. Throughout his career, he has faced intense scrutiny, both on and off the field. He has been criticized for his confidence, labeled as arrogant, and subjected to relentless media attention. Yet, he has always risen above the noise, using the criticism as fuel to propel himself forward. His ability to turn negativity into motivation is one of the defining traits of his character. As Ronaldo continues to play into his late 30s and beyond, he is breaking down barriers and shattering stereotypes about what athletes can achieve as they age. His longevity is a testament to his discipline, his passion for the game, and his refusal to accept limits. Even as younger players rise to prominence, Ronaldo remains a force to be reckoned with. A reminder that greatness is not a moment, but a lifetime of dedication. Beyond the trophies and accolades, Ronaldo's greatest legacy is the inspiration he provides to people around the world. His story is a celebration of the human spirit, a testament to what can be achieved when we refuse to give up on our dreams. Whether it's a young boy kicking a ball in the streets of Madeira or a fan halfway across the world, Ronaldo's journey reminds us that greatness is within reach for anyone willing to work for it. As he looks to the future, Ronaldo's influence shows no signs of fading. Whether he's scoring goals, mentoring young players, or continuing his philanthropic efforts, he remains a beacon of hope and possibility. In a world often divided by differences, Ronaldo's story unites us in the belief that we can all achieve something extraordinary. And so, the boy who once played barefoot on the dusty streets of Madeira has become a legend, not just in football, but in life. Cristiano Ronaldo's legacy is more than his achievements. It's a legacy of resilience, passion, and the unshakable belief that no dream is too big. Thank you so much for watching. We hope Cristiano Ronaldo's incredible journey has inspired you to chase your dreams, no matter how big they seem. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more amazing stories. Stay tuned. There's so much more to come.